Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, sort of talking about the San Francisco 49ers. Kind of, sort of, not really. This more pertains to former Carolina Panthers quarterback Cam Newton. Yes, Cam Newton of all people. I know him really well in terms of playing on the field. He was with us from 2011 to 2019, was gone for a year or two, replacing Tom Brady after he went to Tampa Bay in free agency. Got cut there. 2021, halfway through the year, he came back, had one feel-good game against the Arizona Cardinals. After that, he floundered and was cut. Talk about a few good years. 2011, rookie year. 2013 all the way to 2015, the Super Bowl year. Man, he was absolutely a phenom, fantastic. I think if you guys were watching football at that time with the Panthers, he was awesome. I would say he had probably one of the greatest rookie seasons of all time in the NFL. You could up there with RG3 and even CJ Stroud right now in 2023. Cam was just on another level. After that Super Bowl run in 2015 where he did a really good job in that one. He won the league MVP, made it all the way to Super Bowl 50 at Levi Stadium of all places, lost to Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware, Denver Broncos, could not stop him at all, didn't die for the football. After that, his career was never the same. It's been up and down, turbulent career for him after that. Currently, he's not on an NFL roster. He is doing a podcast, which is why I'm kind of making this video. He has been kind of annoying in his podcast, but even in his career in the NFL, he was annoying too. He was a baby. He was pouting when they were losing early on. And in 2015 year, he was super cocky. Actually, I would say after they lost the Super Bowl to the Broncos, everybody was actually happy that they lost the Super Bowl because Cam could stop doing his dabbing, doing his cockiness, gloating all over everybody, which, I mean, to be fair, it was doable because they were 15-1. They were the best team in football by far. They had a nice playoff run. They absolutely destroyed the Arizona Cardinals in the NFC Championship game at Bank of America Stadium. I remember that. I think they scored like 51 points, which was awesome right there. Draining down the flush after the Super Bowl. I know I'm mentioning that a lot. He was never the same player, and he's been saying that a lot of teams are not signing him because he scares them or something like that, whatever that means. Honestly, I think teams are scared of him because of his play from the past few years. You look at his years from after the Super Bowl to 2021, the last time he played in the NFL, yeah, it's not been good. He's been having low completion, throwing a lot of interceptions, not throwing a lot of touchdowns, not making the plays that he usually does prior to his healthy years in Carolina. It hasn't been the same. He needs to use his legs, and his legs are just probably shot up right now. He's a big dude. He took advantage of that big time, and other teams took advantage of that as well. He was able to run, juke guys. You know, if you're a defensive back, good luck trying to tackle this guy. If you were able to tackle him, he did take a pounding a bit, just like Ben Roethlisberger in Pittsburgh. That's pretty much what ended his career in the NFL in general. I mean, could he play in the roster? Yeah, probably. Would I start him if I'm a team? Probably not. All the injuries. And I think that's really what it really comes down to for Cam. If he's wondering why a team is not signing him, is because of the fact that he's been injured and he's been hurt a lot. That's all I could pretty much say. His attitude, he does have an attitude problem as well. I could see teams not wanting him, but maybe teammates do love him. I haven't heard anything too bad about Cam in the locker room. I could see the way he conducts himself. Yeah, it's not that good at all. When he loses, yeah, he acts like a baby, but when they're winning, he's acting really cool, really cocky, and stuff like that. You really don't want that in a leader. You don't want a guy that's very up and down, the highest of highs and lowest of lows. That's what Cam epitomizes as a quarterback for anybody, not just the Carolina Panthers or the New England Patriots. Cam, as much as respect I have for him, what he did in Charlotte, he was fantastic with us. Very thankful for his time in Carolina and Charlotte. It's just that, I don't know, after the Super Bowl, it just was never the same. That diving the football, yeah, he should have dived for the football. The second I saw that Super Bowl in 2015, yeah, it was the end of the run for the Carolina Panthers. They were never the same, never made the playoffs as much. I think they made it one time in Christian McCaffrey's first year, actually, in Carolina. Ever since then, they never made it back to the playoffs. And even today, this day, in 2023, they haven't been back to the playoffs after that. Very disappointing career in terms of what he was prior to 2015 all the way into after. They could have been back to the Super Bowl. You only get a few chances in your lifetime to go back to the big event. It doesn't happen too often. He always reminds me of Dan Marino, where Marino had that one Super Bowl run, lost to the 49ers, and never made it back for whatever reason. He should have made it back once. I thought Cam was going to try to make it back. Was one of those things, never going to go back ever again. If Cam is always wondering why he has no roster spot in the NFL, it's just because he's not healthy anymore. That's all. And he can't throw the ball like he used to. He can't run the ball definitely like he used to. I think Russell Wilson can still run the ball more than Cam can now. Russell has still shown that can run, I should say. Cam just can't do it anymore. It's not the same. And defenders aren't really scared of him anymore. Even without his running game, his passing abilities was kind of limited, to be honest with you. If he didn't have his legs, he got exposed like he did for the past few years. It's just what it is. And speaking of the 49ers, Brock Purdy, he was mentioning him and Dak Prescott as game managers because they're playing so well, but they have a really good team around him. And yeah, his opinion should be respected because he was a very good quarterback in the NFL. He does have a right to have a great opinion on what's going on in the NFL. Does have some truth in terms of both of them being game managers, but honestly, that's what all you need in any quarterback is game managers. I mean, he talked about other dynamic players like I think Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Also, they're game managers too. They make sure the game is going really well. They're not committing turnovers. They're making extra plays. That's all it is, in my opinion. I mean, the only one that I know that are not game managers is probably Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. Everybody else is a game manager. Cam, as much as I know what he's getting from, I just don't really agree with that take on both Prescott and Purdy. As much as they have a really good team around them, they're still making the team better, if you know what I mean. Definitely. He gets a lot of hate, some rightfully so, some undeserving. I'm more in between. I mean, I loved him as a player in Carolina, in Charlotte, but he was cocky. He was kind of annoying. He still is annoying in this podcast or whatever. He wants to be on the roster. Not going to be happening anytime soon unless like he's super duper healthy. Even then, teams are desperate. They have other situational backup quarterbacks, and you're looking at around the NFL now, all the other backup quarterbacks, they're doing not too bad of a job. This is the year of the backup quarterback, and Cam did not take advantage of this situation. I don't know if he's going to be on another NFL roster anytime soon. Would I like to see him on a roster? Yeah, of course. I think he has a little bit of football left in him, but you're talking about playing like he was in his MVP year 2015? Definitely not. That's not happening pretty much ever again unless he has a really stacked team, an offensive line that can help him big time. That's my take right there. Just Cam Newton, as much as I love him, he is really annoying in his playing days. He's still really annoying now in his podcast. There's just something off about Cam if you're a Charlotte native or just an NFL fan in general. Being cocky, and when you're winning, you're all good, but then when you're losing, you're all acting like a baby and stuff like that. That's just really what ticks me off about Cam in general. It's just what could have been for Cam after the Super Bowl years in 2015. That's it, guys. Please let me know what you guys think about Cam. What's your opinion about him? Do you like him? Do you hate him? Please let me know in the comments below. If you guys like this, per usual, like and subscribe. That'd be much appreciative. I hope to catch you guys up tomorrow on a Friday or Saturday. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Hope you have a great rest of your day, rest of your night. Go Niners all day.